Okay, so this thing is working now. Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well then, hello everyone. I'm here with Alex in the car. We're just leaving the Valencia campus, and today is the day that I had some major failure. Some serious failure on my part today, and the reason why is, well, first of all, I'm gonna ask you a question. Do you want to know what sucks? So basically, I take a drawing 2 class at Valencia East Campus, and we had a project that we were supposed to do. It was due today, and I wasn't able to turn it in because I did not have the required materials last night, or even at all, to be able to do it. So basically, we had to do a project where we had been doing some different types of drawings in class with different types of media. For those of you who know drawing, you might be able to guess what some of those might be for a drawing 2 class.
Expensive.
If you don't, then I'm not really going to go into detail because it's not important. The important part is I had a project to do something similar to what we had done in class at home on a really, really large piece of paper. And when I say really large, I mean 20, what was it again? What'd I say?
Oh man,
It was 29 by 41 inches, or it could have been 30 by 40 inches. Now, you're probably thinking like, oh, that doesn't really sound all that big, but as far as a drawing is concerned, that's a pretty large piece of paper in my opinion. Now,
a very expensive piece of paper.
it is also a really expensive piece of paper, apparently. And I'm gonna get to that in a second, but first of all, where I failed was, I was not having any luck with this. We had to do this project, and I thought I had the paper, but what I was thinking was I had left the paper in Raul's trunk. Now, I don't think that they've met Raul yet, have
No.
they? No. Well, we'll get to him eventually. Maybe you guys will see him. Actually, there technically was an opportunity for them to see him a while ago, but whatever. Anyway, so I thought I left the paper that I needed in Raul's trunk. And last night around like 11, 12, I was like, okay, I was feeling in the mood. You know, I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna do this project now. I mean, I'll just work till like 4 a.m. Yeah, it takes like 3 to 4 hours to do this right. To produce something well, to produce a decent drawing. So I was gonna work till like 4 a.m. and I was feeling in the mood, and I was like, just
turn on
finished.
some Let's Get It On, light some candles, start drawing.
No, not at all. I don't play music when I do homework. I just do it. But anyway,
It wasn't that mood.
no, it wasn't. It was not that kind of mood, Alex. Anyway, yeah. So I was in the mood to do some work. You know, I was in the mood to actually do this project, and I was like, okay, I think I have an idea for what I might use for my subject, because it's supposed to be still life. Those of you who took drawing, you know what still life is. I shouldn't have to explain it, but I mean, basically, for those of you who don't know what still life is, it's basically drawing a bunch of inanimate objects composed together on a surface of some sort. I mean, that's it. Nothing exciting. I personally don't really enjoy drawing still life that much. I'd rather go outside and draw like trees but no. I'd be lying if I said that. I don't want to go outside and draw trees. I hate drawing leaves. They're too detailed.
Do you even like drawing in general?
I do, but I like drawing out of my head, like my imagination. I like drawing things that I like to draw, like, I don't know, just
Chace and
stuff out of my head that I can create in my mind.
We both agree that drawing 1 and 2 is a pointless class for the major.
Yes,
he's going.
I'm a digital media major. He kind of used to be. Drawing classes really don't help us out at all. I mean, most digital media majors, they're not really good at drawing. We like digital media.
Is this digital?
So,
no.
As in like Photoshop and Adobe Illustrator and like things like that.
Something.
It's not drawing on physical paper. So we're not really too happy about that, but apparently it's prerequisite for getting the degree and getting to other classes or whatnot. Anywho, back to the matter at hand. It was like 11 or 12, and I was feeling in the mood to do the drawing. I was feeling in the mood to do the project, and I was looking in my portfolio, that giant kind of black hard casing that you keep all these like drawings and sheets and sketchbooks in.
Previously my dad's.
Yes, this was his father's portfolio that I'm still currently borrowing. Borrowing. Yes, still currently borrowing to do my class. So I looked in there thinking, oh, I've got this large paper inside, because I thought the paper would be about the size of the portfolio, because the portfolio is relatively large. Not as big as the paper I needed, though, sadly. So,
Unfortunate.
yeah, unfortunately. So I looked inside there and I was like, oh, crap, I don't have this paper. And I was like, damn, I think it's in Raul's trunk. And then I'm like, well, now I did some pondering and I sat down and I did some thought and I was like, what can I do about this? And I kind of pondered. I was ruminating for about 30 to 45 minutes, possibly an hour. I wasn't really keeping track of time, but I was like, it's like 1 o'clock now, and I'm like, yeah, I don't think calling Raul to wake him up is an option, because that's just kind of like a dick move. Like, why am I gonna wake my friend up at 1 a.m. when I know he's most likely sleeping, because he is the kind of guy who most likely goes to bed like 12, 1 a.m. You know, he's usually exhausted from work throughout the day and everything, all that. So I was not going to be, you know, that guy to be like, hey man, I need some help. It's like 1 a.m. I know you're probably sleeping, but I need you to drive to my house and deliver my art supplies for my project, because I didn't do it before tonight, which is the night before, because, you know, that's how everybody does things. Like, everybody procrastinates. So don't judge me. Anyway, I decided not to call him up, and I was like, well, it looks like I'm just screwed. It looks like I'm just gonna have to do it another day and turn it in late and get docked some points. And I'm just gonna have to, you know, I'm just gonna have to take the B instead of the A, because, you know, like, although I'm not a big fan of doing all this drawing, I'm a decent drawer.
What's the plural form of that? Drawer?
Drawer.
Is there?
Drawer.
Drawer.
What? Okay, I guess no.
It's not even the plural.
Wow,
form.
we sound really ignorant. Artist. I'm a decent artist when it comes to drawing. We both sound kind of stupid.
Yeah.
Just now, drawers. Wow, they're not called drawers. They're called artists. How dumb do I feel? Anyway, so I'm a decent artist when it comes to drawing, in my opinion. I think I do okay, and I'm not trying to be like conceited or, you know, like gloat or braggy or anything at all. Like, I don't think I'm great at all. I just think I'm decent, okay. I get the job done. If you were to ask me to draw a tree, I would be able to draw a tree, and you would see that it's a tree.
It'd take him a little bit.
So, no.
He would get it done.
Right. Anyway. Like, thinking, alright, I'm just gonna, you know, I'm gonna just take some time the next day I have off, and I'm gonna do this project. I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna get it done, I'm gonna turn it in, I'm gonna get some points off. So today, here's where I found what the epitome of my failure was. So we go into class, and I start seeing people bring in these really, really large pieces of artwork. And I'm like, wow, that's kind of big. And I proceeded to ask a fellow classmate, so the paper that we needed for the project is that large? And he or she said, yes, it is. And I was like, wow. So guess what? It looks like whether I had called Raul up to get the paper or not from him, I didn't even have the right paper. You would
have been screwed anyway.
I would have been screwed regardless, because I had not purchased previously on my trip to the art supply store called Sam Flax. I had not bought that paper. And I was so sure that I had gotten everything on the supply list, but I didn't. So, and you know what's funny is, even before I found that out, I was a little disappointed because I spoke to Raul before I'd gotten to class, because he's my ride to school. You know, I don't have a car right now, and that's all right. I don't really take
That's why I'm here.
Don't really take the bus. Yeah, he's got me on like rides home sometimes. So I just gotta, you know how it is. You gotta bump some rides sometimes. So you gotta do that. Anyway, Raul's my ride to school most of the time, like 85% of the time, and then this guy.
I do it on Thursdays.
Yeah, he's my ride home on Thursdays. So Raul had told me, he's like, you know what, man? Actually, last night I was up till 4 a.m. You know, you could have called me, and I probably would have been like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna help you out, man. I'm gonna bring your art supplies so you can get your work done.
Unfortunately,
sadly,
it wouldn't have helped.
That wouldn't have mattered. Now, here's the garbage I have to deal with now. So that was my failure for the day. I'm sorry it took so long to get to the point.
We're almost back to your house.
In short, I had a project. I thought I left my materials in Raul's trunk, and I didn't want to call him to bother him. And then he told me I could have, and he would have brought it to me. And then I found out that I didn't even have the paper to begin with. So now my problem is I need to go to the store, the art supply store. I need to buy that paper. Now, for those of you who are not used to buying art supplies because you don't do art or you don't give a damn about it, which is fine, there's nothing wrong with that, I found out that the paper I need to buy, that 30 by 40 or the 29 by 41 inch paper, sheet of paper, it's called Arch's cover paper or whatever, apparently it's $22.
I don't.
$22 for a sheet of paper. I'm not even. Does that make any sense to any of you? $22 for a sheet of paper? Okay, I don't care how large this paper is. You can't tell me that this paper is worth $22. There's no justification for that. Okay, like $22 for a sheet of paper. It's paper. Like, it's paper. Like, wood. Paper. I don't even know how to express this enough. The only time, in my opinion, in which a sheet of paper that is worth $22, it has to be the square feet of a building floor. Like, it's gotta be large. I mean, big. Like, it's gotta be a lot of paper to be worth $22. No paper that's like 29 by 41 inches or 30 by 40 inches. No paper that small. I know I said it was big earlier, but it's big compared to the stuff I'm used to drawing on. But no paper that small should be worth $22. It's ridiculous. It's absurd.
This is why I changed majors.
I don't understand.
No,
so I gotta put up with this crap. I need to go buy a $22 sheet of paper, man. I could buy myself. I could buy myself 4 Subway subs.
This is an expensive degree he's going for here, because
art supplies are, no joke, not cheap.
And they're coming out of your pocket too, so it's like, well,
it's ridiculous.
It's not paid for by the school, so
no,
it's the unfortunate thing.
It's not, and I don't get financial aid right now, so I'm in a position where I gotta pay for this stuff on my own. So that's the crap I'm dealing with. Welcome to my life. On top of that, I have no job, no car, and I'm broke.
Good news is it's the weekend. So
it's the weekend. I guess that's something to look forward to. I'm gonna go. Oh, tomorrow I might do a vlog for this.
Depending on my schedule.
Yeah. We might be working on something. We're supposed to be getting on the personalized first season of Personalized with Mr. Damian Brown.
That's right. It's still in the works. Chace and I have to sit down and talk about it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do that soon. So
Yeah,
Gotta do
we
that
are
before
gonna do that
Damien
soon.
leaves.
We gotta get started on Damien. He's the subject of the first season. We have to do this before he leaves.
Yeah,
we must.
he leaves within the month.
Because, I mean, if he leaves, then...
Then we're just gonna have to forget about him. I think he's still gonna continue vlogging on our channel when he leaves. He won't have the flip camera. He's gonna have to return that to...
Really? He won't?
No, he's not taking that with him.
What?
Well, once that's
Hua's
back,
not
sure.
gonna let him borrow that?
For 2 years? I don't think so.
Yeah, calling you out, Hua.
No, he's gonna. I guess he's gonna do it from the school he's going to, or I guess it's a school.
Is
isn't it?
He's not gonna have his laptop because he's
No,
he's
gonna
leaving
use-
his laptop
He's
with
gonna
me.
use the school computers.
So
I'm not sure how that's gonna work.
he's gonna use the school computers.
Yeah.
To vlog.
Yeah, he might have to bring his own webcam.
They
though.
don't. Yeah, he'd have to buy a webcam. He doesn't. They
Or
don't have
he
cameras.
Or he'll have to buy his own camera, and then
I
just
guess.
upload when he gets there.
Yeah, there's Damien. There's no reason for you to not buy your own damn camera.
Or
You
just buy a
have
laptop.
money. You are not broke. You have access to some of this money. Buy yourself a decent camera for recording. Buy yourself a PlayStation 3.
But we're talking about Damien.
Do
here.
it.
Like yesterday's vlog at UCF, Damien, I think we mentioned it during the vlog. I did actually when we were waiting for you in the car. He said something about I don't want to spend the money I have. And he's like, let's go to McDonald's. So
I don't know.
I don't know. He has money. He doesn't want to spend it.
He's
We'll
He's a hard character to understand sometimes.
see. Damien Brown's Damien Brown.
He's Damien Brown. He doesn't like Walmart for some reason.
I don't like.
What do you have against Walmart?
I don't like Walmart at
The
5
store
p.m. in the
where like
afternoon.
everybody shops, gets pretty relatively cheap things, cheap goods and produce. Why would you not like Walmart?
Live in the street.
I don't know. Maybe I should ask him.
I don't know, I
Maybe
shop
we
at
can.
Target,
Maybe
so.
we can. We'll let you guys know why Damien doesn't like Walmart. Maybe next time I upload a video or something. But